All right, there's going to be a rally towards our pass. So you can see they're building here, 15 seconds. They're going to launch a rally. The 71 flag is already built in here. They've already kind of congregated in this area. You can see two teams in here to take on our level 7 pass. This is going to be it's going to be a good fight in here. I mean, really, to be honest, it's going to be a one-sided fight. It's been a one-sided fight since when we were fighting and facing 1960. I think for our kingdom, we could have handled 71 partially. I think they're still very strong, but I think we could have handled it. But with the 60, it is just definitely a huge imbalance in the matchup in here. There's no way our team can really fight 1960 in here, open field wise, and as well as even we're gonna try to take into the structures in here. So we're probably going to lose this pass, but it says in here defend pass with farms or anything. So this is my anything that I have right now. This is my siege units. We're going to dump the siege units. These are my archers. We're going to dump our archers. These are my calves. We're going to dump our calves. My infantry and a few more archers in here. The total amount of troops that I have so far is this. We had about a million something archers. Now we have really reduced a lot. I don't mind losing, troops. So a lot of people typically look into my KP and say, hey, you have a really low KP. Yes, it is. But I compensate, for deads because I prefer joining rallies and trying to defend structures. And typically, the most intense wars where you have to defend and rally is whenever you are actually into the losing side, because you'll actually accumulate more debts in that manner. So in this way, this is my playing style. I'm not a huge fan of open field. I know a lot of people love the open field, and I know open field is very critical, but with the crystal tech, when this thing is established in here into the game, it's just like when you don't spend a lot or you don't grind a lot, then you don't get the even matchmaking or even matchup with other players. So that's one of the biggest thing. I would just rather use the whales technology rather than using my own technology and get slapped into the field and just basically become a father, or basically you're feeding your opponent. So this is one of the biggest thing why I prefer joining rallies. I don't mind losing troops because you can always rebuild troops, and I think this is I really enjoy the concept of just rallying, and I wish that Rise of Kingdoms would delete the feature of allowing players to swarm a flag or a pass or the city is fine, but just swarming flag fortress, I think that should have been banned. That should have been removed because we're not really utilizing the capabilities of rallies, and we're not really seeing how rally defend really the mechanism for it. Well, for the most part, we see in KVK is that when you face Imperium kingdoms or whale kingdoms or very, very rich kingdoms against your kingdom, they will typically just swarm it out. And, for us, we've done it as well. I'm not going to say we've never done it. I'm not going to say I've never done it. It's just like, I feel like it removes the mechanism of rallies, and like, it's not back in the old days when I first started, when nobody really swarms and everyone's going to wait for that rally to break, and you're going to reinforce that rally, you're going to reinforce that structure. Either way, what happens, there's not a whole lot of swarming. And I think in that manner, you get to really enjoy the garrison commander and the rally commander rather than everybody just going to swarm it down. And I think with this evolution of Rise of Kingdoms, the whales really have dominated significantly within the game. And I'll be honest with you guys, as much as I've enjoyed Rise of Kingdoms, throughout the years, Rise of Kingdoms have just become more and more and more and more pay to win. And in that case, like, when you don't spend a whole lot of money, it's not as enjoyable as it is. And for people that are coming in new in 2023 to 2024, they're going to experience this. Some of them will spend money in here, and then once they start learning the game, they're going to be like, oh my god, it's so expensive, like, why did I get myself into this? And a lot of times people that will stay within the game is the ones that have already spent so much, and they'll keep on continuing to spend as well. So that's my little spiel in here before the the rally heads on to us. I'm gonna try to defend this as much as I can with all the troops that I've got. It's still waiting right now. Another thing is that you guys will see these leagues that Rise of Kingdoms is doing, like the Grand Prix, with the Ark of Osiris League. For the most part, you gotta understand that this, to be able to get into that league, to be able to get into that top tier of competition, you have to have spent so much money as well before you can actually be eligible. But you also need to provide skills, right? But you have to be teamed up with many pay to win players before you get into the top 32. So there's no like free to play kingdom or free to play alliance that will be in that position as well. So just just keep in mind, if you're new, you're watching this video, Rise of Kingdoms is a very huge pay to win game as it evolves, and the development of it has never really cater a whole lot into the mechanics of the battle. Now there are a lot of mechanics in here that helps free to play to get better, but when you help free to play, it also helps the spenders to go even further in here. So let's reinforce in here. I'm trying to get in. Unfortunately, I can't bring my march in. I'm gonna try to move it closer. All right. I think I finally got in. All right. Yeah, it's not letting me fill in. All right. This is my lowest march. I guess everyone is just like filling this up. And if we lose our defender in here, that is not good. Actually, I like this new feature that they have done. So it allows me to just spam join. There we go. Spam and join. Wow. Bringing in next march. So you can see the units in here. I like that feature that they have added in here. All right. And we're just trying to dive in all of our marches in here. All right. So next one in here. I've got all 5 marches now. All of my 5 marches, and I'm gonna try to bring in more of my marches in here as well. So as I like this one, all right, it's almost dead, so I'll just send it back home and replenish it. You can see we're getting doubled rally in here. I mean, like, really, y'all need to double rally us? You guys so rich, you guys need to double rally us? This poor ass like, it's crazy, how they got a double rally us, like all 5 units in here defending. So that's crazy, right? Let's see, how can I double click that? Yeah, so if I hold like that, you can actually see us defending in here. Let's see, I'm gonna send my units back, sending him back so we can replenish. It's about a minute for me to get back in here. Oh wow, we're really just dying in here. We've lost 65 well, we're at 65 million power at this moment. Yeah, this is it's just absolutely insane, man. All right, so 6,000, 12,000. Let's see. I think everyone is pretty much just dumping their troops regardless. Anyway, Mad Achilles will be kicked out in here soon. That's not good. I'm gonna replenish my troops by now, and I hope more people are going to be coming in here. All right, so that's not good. It's been changed to a Nevsky. GG. And we don't have any more defender in here. That's not good. Yep, there we go. We have been defeated, and now they can get into the the area. Looking into this one, let's take a look into the past as we have been defeated. 600k. Whoo! Well, that was Noelle's defense. All right, so that was pretty bad. But when we went here into the Mad Achilles, let's take a quick look. 17 million to 35 is double, man. It's crazy. They're very strong. I mean, we went against 2 rallies in here as well. I'm sure I've gotten some decent KP in here. So there we go. As they move in, they have really pushed forward in here. So there's really there's no point on fighting them, honestly. My best advice, if you guys ever match up with 1960, is to just completely not fight them, because you don't really have a chance to win. And as much as I'm not trying to hate on 1960. I think they've paid their way, and I think they deserve to win. I'm just saying to the players in here, you're just pretty much wasting your money as you go against 1960. There's no amount of money that you guys can spend that can beat 1960, because it's not just one or two players that are whales there. It's a collective group that they've organized to make a whole kingdom or a whole alliance to become a pay to win. Again, not hating on them, because I think they deserve the win since they've spent a lot of money within the game. Look, if you've spent so much money within the game, hey, maybe you deserve to take that win. All right, so we give them this victory for spending a whole lot of money, and that's their a goal into the game, is to be successful and to succeed within Rise of Kingdoms. So no hate onto that one. They have spent hundreds and thousands of dollars into the game, maybe some of them millions already, to basically win. And that's one of the thing in that they have done. I'm gonna try to reinforce the structure in here. It looks like we got some defense in here a little bit, so I'm gonna bring in my archer marches in here. I'm just going to reinforce it. Maybe they'll just swarm it. I'm just gonna let my archers die in here. I don't really have much archers anymore, so here we go. That's all my archers in here. I'll just leave that inside. We got a Ditto and Heraclius, and we've accumulated a lot more dead so far now, 2.3 million troops. I don't have a whole lot of troops in here, so we're just going to let it die and going to reduce a lot of power in here. We're now at 65 million power. I think I started here about 90 something million power. So far we're reaching close to 30 million power lost, or maybe right around 25 to 30 million power lost so far. So eventually they are going to rally this. That was a very quick one. I don't think our guys really try to defend much into it. I mean, we just try to defend a little bit. You can see the D91P is now burning in here. Like I said, I'm going to reinforce this area. Looks like we got some people reinforcing as well. So at this moment, this zone is not safe anymore. So as they break this one, we are going to be retreating to the previous zone. So we're going back into the home zone in here. So let's go back into this home zone, and you can see people already teleporting. So I'm just gonna teleport here as I drop my troops. And we're just gonna try to gather resources. There's really no point on fighting 1960 in the open field. So that is my biggest, most honest tip in here. Again, not to hate, but it's just like, when you're fighting a super Goliath kingdom in here, there is really no value and there's no point. Like, what's the point of you trying to fight it? Like, you just save your resources into coming to the next season. That is my biggest advice, because you're not going to trade well. Everybody has 7 marches. Everybody got really good gear. Everybody got like good armaments. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. They paid their way through their progression within the game. They have the money to do it. They have the money to back it up. So like I said, if you spend that much money, I think you deserve it. And it's not just 1 or 2 people who spend. It's a collective group of people who spend money to succeed within that type of manner. So more power to them. Like I said, Rise of Kingdoms, as much as I want it to be to be free to play, it is really not free to play. For you to really succeed, you need whales. And for you to ultimately dominate, you need to have mega whales within your team, and you need to have multiple whales in your team as well. So that's the biggest thing that I really want to say here, is that Rise of Kingdoms has not really changed towards to becoming more and more free to play. They have added more access to free to play though, to progress within the game. But like I said, as they added these things, it also helps the whales to even further their progression much faster as well with these additions that helps free to play. So it's really I think it's the battle mechanics that they really need to change. Like I said, if they don't allow like people swarming flags, or maybe just doing a single rally on each one, make it a basic strategy in here, then it would be more of a F2P approach, I guess. Maybe double rally is fine, but I think that pass we just really didn't want to defend it anyway. I think if with all of our battles, if the flags weren't getting swarmed, I think that would have made some impact in here. So I don't think our pass was really swarmed in here. Well, we got swarmed a little bit, but not not much. But when we look into some of our battles in here that we've done, look at this one, right? We're already losing. Like, I don't think I've really saw a good trade in here This one is a bad defense. All right, so this one is Meta Achilles defense in here. Surprising that we actually did good in here. Another defense in here by Morris. Look at this one, 1.79 million trade in here, absolutely insane. And this one, 1.9 to 5, like almost 6. It's just absolutely insane. This is a Flavius Heraclius, so you can just see the trades that you're getting with the 60. When we were doing our trades with 71, we were able to handle them, but it was just like, you know, impossible with the 60. They have the best of the best gears, they have the best of the best artifacts, they have the best of everything, and max out tech is just absolutely crazy. Yeah, with that being said, you know, this is not a rant video, but this is a video to kind of explain to you guys what is it like to fight with a Goliath. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys again next time.